My work here is primarily on the Generation 6 lift and keypad operator system, creating new features as well as testing and debugging those. And in the past, I've worked on some of the test benches throughout the building. My name is Henry Bagstad. I'm a software engineer here at KEB America. I've been here for 5 years full-time and 6 years including a 1-year internship. I've enjoyed my time working here at KEB. It's a great company. The environment has been very welcoming and patient and helpful. All of the people I've worked with have been great. And as far as the various things to work on, there are a myriad of development environments, whether that be working on the future products or working as an engineer on existing products in the lab. And even within the future development that I work with, we have multiple code languages. There's various projects from mechanical and electrical engineers to work on as well. Yeah, I think that it's pretty cool that we're able to manufacture so many things in-house. We're able to build things from the bottom up in-house here in America and then send those out to customers throughout the world. So before working here, I didn't actually know anything about KEB, a University of St. Thomas event known as Meet the Engineers. The students will essentially present themselves, and then the companies will send representatives out. I was offered an internship, which I accepted, and then was offered a full-time position as a software engineer, and I've been here ever since. When I started here as a software intern, I was primarily working with the test benches down in the lab and had then since got moved on to more firmware side projects. I guess what I find enjoyable about the firmware side of things is in most cases you can kind of get immediate feedback on when an update does or doesn't work. And it's also sometimes enjoyable to go in and solve any problem or create new features. So what interests me about the products here is a lot of the firmware is written in-house, either by us or by other departments across the world. So there aren't very many black boxes of pre-compiled libraries from third parties that you can't look into when you're trying to solve a bug. But the ease of use of KEB products has been very nice while working on them through testing and development. So because our lift applications team and our engineering team work closely together, we can work with the customers to solve their problems. We also have multiple customer test units within our R&D lab so that we can make sure that the firmware that we're working on is working on the test systems they've got rather than having to find out there's an issue out in the field. I've gained an increased knowledge of the C coding language itself, as well as branched out into Python and C++ and C# languages. I've also gained more understanding of how elevator systems work, as well as the controllers that are controlling those elevators through my time here. The project that I've learned the most on is the F6 keypad operator, which was essentially me implementing a new interface over the existing one, which had me combining previous existing libraries with new ones that I've made, as well as modifying files from both sides of that to get everything to work together. It definitely feels pretty cool to work on machine systems that are used all throughout the world. I've worked with Spain, France, and Germany primarily on the firmware side of things, and it's also been pretty cool to see all of the product that I'm working on is used by thousands or millions of people. One of the things that makes me want to keep working here is, despite our product always moving forward, always advancing, there's always a sense of backwards compatibility that we want, where everything stays somewhat familiar despite it being new. Overall, I've enjoyed my time working here at KEB America. It's a very welcoming and helpful environment. There are multiple disciplines within electrical, mechanical, programming that you can work with. Overall, it's a great place to work.